My name is Anthony Burrell, Director Choreographer of Breaking Barriers Summer Dance Intensive, and we just wrapped our week one here in Philadelphia, and it was nothing short of amazing.
Okay, thank you so much for that. We noticed that you went through a lot of different levels with it. Tell us about the intense process that you go through to help prepare the dancers.
Well, to get Breaking Barriers up and running, it's definitely an intense process. You know, it's not something that just happens 2 months prior to the program happening. It's a year-long situation of fundraising, um, grant writing, trying to get money so I can provide these opportunities for these kids. You know, we seek help in any capacity we can get it in, from um, you know, our sponsors like Freshify, who sponsored foot spray for the dancers. We had Fresh Grocer, ShopRite, Whole Foods, supermarkets that donated breakfast bars. We provide meals every day for lunch for the kids. We had Capizio donate well over $5,000 in apparel and dancewear for the students as well. So it's not just something that happens a month prior to the intensive happening. It's a year-long thing, you know, that I'm, you know, working tirelessly to make happen, you know, and it's not easy, but, you know, we prevail each and every year.
With it being the fourth year, what were your expectations, not only with the program, but yourself as an instructor?
Being that Breaking Barriers entered its fourth year, I didn't expect anything, you know, because I come in with an open heart, and I don't want to expect 1,000 kids. I don't come with expectations. I just come with an open heart and an open mind, and just come ready to inspire these kids. You know, there's nothing for me to expect, you know, but talented, hungry kids, and you know, that's just what I got.
You gave them a real sense of not only the dance world that you're in, but just discipline, overall discipline. How do you feel that they adapted to that throughout the week?
I mean, discipline, it comes in so many different forms. Anthony Burrell's discipline is, I'm very much like a drill sergeant. I play by the rules. I don't like sloppy, raggedy arms. I'm completely a drill sergeant. And a lot of kids are not necessarily trained like that in their home studio, so they're a little bit shell-shocked when they come in and they experience the Anthony Burrell method. By the middle of the week, these kids are, you know, crying, wanting to drop out. But by that Friday, by that ending day of that showcase, you see a 360. You see a total different dancer, mentally, physically, emotionally, you know. And that's what Breaking Barriers is all about. You know, taking them to a place where they can overcome their emotions, their fears, you know, their lack of confidence.
Now, you've done Atlanta already, and you're doing Philly now, and you also have LA. But you've also traveled abroad as a choreographer. Do you see a different level of hunger as far as dancers in the different states and even abroad? Do you notice a different level of hunger?
There's definitely a different level of technique, a different level of hunger, each and every studio. You know, it just depends on the city, the technique, the levels, and the places that I travel to. You know, some places are not as fortunate to have a ballet academy where the kids are as technically strong. But being as technically strong doesn't mean that the kids are not as hungry. And that's where I find most of my well-versed, just dedicated students is in the inner city. It's because these kids don't have the opportunity to go out and join a ballet class at the Atlanta Ballet or the Pennsylvania Ballet. These kids are in community centers, and when they get an opportunity to work with a choreographer like myself, you know, I see that fight, I see that hunger, I see that dedication.
Now, you had the kids share about their process and actually breaking barriers. Did you yourself, during this whole process, break any barriers?
I definitely broke a barrier this year. You know, dealing with parents from all different walks of life. You know, I dealt with people that have problems. And, you know, I have problems myself, but some of these parents are so gung-ho about their kid being the best kid in the room, and they know their kid been training for so many years, and they forget why they're coming to Breaking Barriers. You know, I'm very clear what my mission is here. It's to take these dancers from one place to the next. You know, and if you come here and you haven't plateaued, this is not a place for you. You know, because some people are not capable of taking that leap because they're not willing to be pushed past their limits, past that barrier.
You also had help with this from family, friends, and just the outside world in general. Can you please speak to that help that helped you create the Breaking Barriers?
Wow, I have such a strong team. Miss Joan Brown, Marlisa Brown, Miss Tiffany, who are administrators and just my biggest support. My mother, who's here making lunches every single day. My assistant Sakina, who's phenomenal and is the backbone of Breaking Barriers. All my interns in Philadelphia, Atlanta, Alex, Brianna, just so many different people that are Team Anthony and are willing to step in and do anything they can to see this dream of mine come to life.
How soon can they start to register for next year?
Breaking Barriers registration will be open January 1st, 2018.
Okay, thank you.